Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to SkyFactory 3 on the BeachBlock server. That's right, folks, we are back on the block. We're doing some modded Minecraft. Last episode, we worked our way towards a wither seed. In the meantime, I have completed all of the wither seeds. We now have 9, so that's very cool. I've also done a couple other things. I did some decorating, and so all of the floor and all of the ceiling in here on deck 9 is complete. I need a door or something to go here because I do need to be able to get back here and access all of this stuff, right? But I also did some stuff on some of the other decks. So let's go down to deck 11 real quick, and I will show you what I did down there. Deck 11, please. Look at this. Deck 11 is complete. It's complete as far as what it's gonna look like, as far as the shape and everything. The outer shell, the outer hull is complete. Here's the bottom of the Wither Killer, and you might notice that the bottom of the Wither Killer looks a little different too, and that's because I did something else. I automated the process of creating nether stars. So what we have in here is we've got a pattern. 4 wither sand, or 4 soul sand, and 3 wither skeleton skulls. And all of these now are just set to automatically place when they get a block, and they're supposed to, well, use the item on block. And so now all I have to do is go to my, go to one of my terminals. So let's go up to deck 10. Deck 10, please. If we go up here to deck 10, if you come in here, you can see that we have star. We've got 122 of them, but if we control, shift, middle click, you can see that we can now craft them, and we can craft as many of them as we want. I'm only going to ever do one at a time, right? Because I don't see any reason why doing more than one at any given time is going to be beneficial. But if we come in here and we do that, so star, control, whoops, not caps lock, control, shift, middle click, start, start. There it goes, and it creates one. How about that? How about that? That is pretty cool, right? And so now it's going to go ahead and basically spawn this wither and automatically kill him for us, and we don't have to worry about anything at all ever again as far as needing nether stars. We're in good shape. So we have done that. So this is deck 10. Now deck 10 is going to be deck 10 on the original Enterprise was officially storage, right? So this area in here is going to have a little bit more done to it. The Wither Killer is probably going to move. What I'm thinking is I'm trying to find right now, and you guys can help me out with this. I'm really super excited about this. Where is the brig? Where is the brig on the USS Enterprise? The original NCC 1701 TV show. Original series Enterprise. Where is the brig? Because what I'm thinking is all of my mob spawners are going to be in the brig. I mean, that's a cool idea, right? So we need to figure out where that is. We may have to use some creative artistic license to figure that out. But if you guys can come up with a location for the brig, that'd be great. Now, I also did some work back here. You can see that the secondary hull has got a very long piece coming off the back of it. That's the end of the Enterprise. That'll be the end of the ship. So this thing's 116 blocks long, the secondary hull. That one up there is 122 or 28 in diameter, something like that. So amazing, right? This section right here will get finished out as soon as we can make all of the blocks that we need for this. I noticed that when I was doing some power upgrades that I kind of screwed up a little bit, and I took my void ore miner and my resource miner offline. I didn't have any power going to it, so I fixed that. I put a flux point on there so that now it will continuously run, so we should be starting to get that. Guys, I was trying to make anti-blocks, and I didn't have any stone. I was like, wait a minute, why don't I have any stone? I'm out of stone. What in the world's going on? So I created a recipe, you know, because we got lots of cobblestone. But I created a recipe so that cobblestone could be smelted into regular stone. But I was like, I should be getting stone off of that resource miner, and I'm not. So went down there, sure enough, didn't have any power. So yeah, so we got that fixed. Now, what are we going to work on today? Well, today I think we're going to work a little bit in this area right here. What we want to do is we want to kind of expand on that idea that deck 10 is storage. Because if you come into our system, if you look at things like cobble, we have 8,000 cobblestone in our refined storage system. We don't need that many. So what we need to do is we need to find a place to store all this stuff that is like really bulk stuff, like clay. Okay, so we've got, not CLY, CLAY. So we've got all of these different colored clays, right? but I want to be able to access them from my refined storage system. So what we're going to use is a nifty little block called It's a remote storage, I think it is. Isn't that, is that what it's called? No, it's called external storage. So external storage. This thing right here. This block right here will allow the refined storage system to access other storage devices, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to create a few of these. And I think we can do that right now. Let's get ourselves, can I do that? What all am I missing? So I've got the chests, I've got this, so I need to have a couple of other things. I need to have a construction and a destruction core. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and make one of those each. So construction, nope, construction core, need one of those. Craft, please. This may take a while because I've got some other things. Oh, it did not. Okay, perfect. And a destruction core. So destruction core. I got some other things crafting at the moment too, so that's why I was kind of worried that it might take a while. I'm getting some more. What am I trying to say? Getting some more storage disks for the ME or the refined storage system. But so here we go. We got this remote storage or this external storage thing, right? So if I come in here. And let's just put this, let's just put it right here, okay? And if we come in here and we get a chest, do we have a chest? Do we have another chest? I have 568 chests, so yes, we have another chest. If we put this right down here underneath, and then we take our Yeti wrench and put it so that it is facing towards the chest, right? Let's find something that we can put in there that we know is not in our storage system. I am pretty sure I don't have a Yeti wrench in there. So let's see. Yeti wrench? Nope, no Yeti wrench. So if we come in here and we put our Yeti wrench in there, we should be able to see now that there's a Yeti wrench in there. There it is. Sweet. So what we can do is we can make a bunch of these bulk storage kind of things, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use for that yet. I'll have to do some research on that and find out what I want to use. But then we can kind of stack everything in here, right? And then this external storage will be able to communicate that information back to the refined storage system, and we can export all of those items to here. And what I'll probably do, and I think this would probably be the best way, because I don't know that there's a way very reliably that I can tell this thing. I know I can tell it what I want to go here, but in order to tell all of those drives upstairs that I don't want, like cobblestone, to go into those drives, that's going to take a lot of filtering time, right? And it's a lot of time that I really don't have. So what we might do is we might set it up so that we can put stuff in here, and it may just go into a regular storage system, but then we also may set it up so that it gets exported. All of this stuff gets exported out into these remote storage or external storage devices, right? So we'll get an exporter set up on all this and call it good to go. The one thing I'm wondering is, can I use storage drawers? Storage drawers might be the ticket here, because storage drawers, you can put a capacity on it, right? You can put all the upgrades on it, and you can get it to hold a certain number. But then you can also put the void upgrade on there, so that if you're continuously getting more and more and more and more, it doesn't bog down the system, which would be great. So let me do some research on that, find out what I want to do. Nighttime's coming, so I'm going to sleep the night away too. But let me do some research on that, see if that's going to work. And I'm going to come back to you. We'll show you if it's going to work or not, and we'll go from there. So right back. Okay, I think we got an idea here. So what we're going to do, is we're going to make a few storage drawers, right? So storage drawers. Do I have a recipe for that? I don't have a recipe for that. I think they're just called drawers. There they are. So we're going to make some of these. I think we're going to make about. Let's make about 40 of them. We'll make about 40 of them, and we'll see how that lays out. We might need to make a couple more. We might have a few extra. I don't know. We're actually going to make more than this, but I just want to kind of get the layout of the room right first. So let's go ahead and make some of those. Those should go pretty quick. We're also going to make a drawer controller. We need one of these, right? Yeah. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Actually, we're going to need probably 1, 2, 3, 4. We're probably going to need 5 of those. Yeah, we're probably gonna do 5 because here's the thing. So the thing that we got to work with is number one. I'm gonna make this a square room, right? This is gonna be a square room. We're gonna have a lot of space out in here. We'll be able to do other things with. We'll probably put water storage tanks in there and all that. Like water reservoirs. But I want the drawers to come out this way, then come across this way, tie in with this, and work their way across this way, and then work their way across that way, and make a, basically a square storage room, right? We won't ever come down here and interface with it, but I still want it to look good. So let's go ahead and get some of that stuff. So drawer, there's 35 of those. We're definitely going to need some more. So let's get it to craft another, well, go ahead and craft a stack. How about that? Start, okay? And then we need our 5 controllers, right? So we're going to put one like this. We're just gonna kind of work their way around the room. We need F7 because we're going to need to be able to see light levels. Okay. Are we... okay, F7. There we go. There's light levels. So we need to make sure that we don't get too dark in any place here. How about right there? Nope. All right there. Yes, that'll work. Okay, so we just come across like that. And we're also going to come across like this. Now, this is why we needed multiple controllers, because there's no good way. I mean, I could put another storage drawer there and they would connect, but there's no good way to kind of make this turn and have all of them be run off of one controller. So, that being the case, we're going to have to do something like this, and so we'll have to put a storage controller into each one of these, right? Which is going to make it kind of, it's going to make it kind of weird. We're probably going to have to do something with this too, I think. Yeah, we probably will. Huh. Definitely going to have to do something with that. I've got an idea maybe, but I want these storage drawers to go all the way to the ceiling, so we may have to come up with something different there. But anyway, we're going to go around this way. We're going to go around this way also. Yep. And do the same thing. So that's 4. And then we're going to turn this way and go like this. So we're going to go all the way around this room, right? And then we're going to take our storage drawer controllers. So if we I want to set this up so that there is a definite middle of the room maybe. Like maybe make this an odd space perhaps. So like right here-ish. Yeah, let's go right here. So if we do this, boom, and then put these in here too. Then we can put one of these controllers on top, right? And then in the back side, we can put in our refined storage stuff. We may also have to put in some stuff up here in the top. I'm not sure yet because we're going to want this to interact with, we're going to want the refined storage external storage module to connect to it. Plus, we're going to want to have an exporter so that we can export all of these bulk storage things down here. Correct? Correct. So give me just a few minutes to kind of lay this room out, get everything all squared away. We're also going to get some crafting done on some of these, some more of these external storage and exporter blocks. And when we come back, we should be able to kind of tidy this thing up and see how well it's going to work. So hang tight, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's what we've got. This is the back side now. So here's what we've got. We've got some external storage and some exporters, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to use the exporters to export the bulk items that we want to get rid of out of the refined storage system, and then we're also going to use the external storage to monitor this and make sure that and see what items we have and be able to utilize them in crafting recipes and just for basic building and such in addition to that. So let's go ahead and take one of each of these. We'll put one of those there, and we'll put one of those there. So we've got an exporter and an external storage, right? We're going to put one of these on each one of these controllers. So we'll put one of those there, and we'll put one of those there. Over here now, this one's going to be a little bit tricky because of this. I may disconnect this because I don't want it to start exporting items too soon. But anyway, let's go over here and do these first. So let's put one of those there and one of those there. And then we'll come over here. We got one more on the corner over here. And we'll put one of those there and put one of those there. I'll get all of these wired back up, right? We got some cables here. We'll get all of these tied back into the refined storage system. But what we want to do first, let's go over here to our grid, and let's take a look inside of the grid, and let's see if we sort this by quantity. sorting by quantity. What do we have the most of? So let's go with this. So obviously the most that we have is our essences, right? So the essences are a big deal. The other things that we have a lot of are going to be things like netherrack and cobblestone and andesite and diorite and granite, okay? We have a lot of those things, and we're going to continue to have a lot more of those things coming in. So what I need to do is I need to take a look at which items I want to have available to me all the time in the refined storage system, and then which items I want to have basically in bulk storage down here. Also, we're going to set up some void filters or some void upgrades on a lot of these, so that anything in excess of whatever the drawer can hold, then that's what it's going to get rid of, right? We don't need to I don't know that we need to have 8,000 cobblestone, right? I don't know that we need to have 4,500 netherrack. So let me go ahead and take a look at some of this stuff and decide what I want to put into bulk storage first and foremost. I know obviously cobblestone is one. Obviously cobblestone is definitely one. So we'll take one of those. And also I think the inferium essence. Inferium essence is going to be, well, I mean, look at this. We got 369,000 of those. We got 106,000, 109,000, 107,000 of those. So we've got lots of inferium essence. We've got lots of essences that are taking up a lot of space too. So I may move those into the bulk storage system as well, and we'll see. But just to try it out first, let's just come over here. I can't get back in. Let's go up here, because we can get back in this way. I couldn't get back in. It was kind of a... where's my door? I have a door here someplace. I do have a door here someplace, don't I? Don't I? Is it over here? I'm so confused. No, really, I'm confused. I had a door. Where'd it go? It was right here. Are you serious? Did I close it off? I must have closed it off. All right, we'll go back out this way. I've been working on the turbo lift shaft also, so that it's got some better color going all the way up. Let's go down to deck 10. Okay, so what we want to do is I think I'm just going to go ahead and use this one right here, and I guess this is probably as good a setup as I can think of. Let's go ahead and set this up so that it takes cobblestone. Actually, let's do this one over here, because this one's close by to some networking. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just do this. Ooh, those are special blocks. Okay, don't mess those up. All right, so if I come in here like so, and I put a cable like this, that'll get those, right? And then if I come in here like this, I should be able to do that, yes? Okay, this is my exporter here, so let's put cobblestone there, and it should, ooh, I think it is, because I think the lag is strong. It is, it's putting stuff in there, sweet. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now, let's go ahead and put, again, something that we know isn't in our storage system. So, Yeti wrench. Whoa, oh, darn it. Oh, what did it do? Oh, I hit it with the Yeti wrench and it turned it. Oh, bummer. If I break it, did I lose my wrench? I hope not. I hope I didn't lose my wrench. I think I probably did. Nope, there it is. I got it. Yep, that's gonna be different. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's take and put what's something else I know we don't have in there? These things. Let's put one of those in there. Yeah. Okay, so now if we come over here, we should be able to see if it can see it, right? So chisel. There it is. It's in there. So this is gonna work. This is gonna work, guys. This is awesome. This is amazingly awesome. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back around to the back and I'm going to start sorting out what I want to go where, and probably start getting some upgrades on some of these things and locking things into specific drawers. And when I come back, hopefully we'll have ourselves a fully functioning system here that we can do something with. So hang tight and I will be right back. Well, the lag is strong now. This exporter is working its little rear end off. It's exporting all of this stuff. So what I've done here is I've got dirt, 3 rows of cobblestone, because I want to make sure that we have plenty of cobblestone around, right? And then gravel, sand, netherrack, stone, andesite, diorite, and granite. And we're going to test this out and see how this works. I've taken the exporters off of all of these, off of the other 4 drawer controllers. And then what we'll do is we'll individually add items to these, and then we'll set up the exporters to do that. Because I'm not ready to just inundate this thing with a bunch of blocks. What I'm doing now, though, is I'm just trying to changing out the floor blocks and everything, so that we actually have the floor pattern that we want. It's going to use the same. We're going to use the same color motif that we used in other places. We do need to get some red stained clay. So red stained clay, which is right here. Let's grab some of that, and we'll get going on the ceiling too. Oh man, the lag is so strong. We might have to cut away while it's doing this whole exporting thing, because there's a lot of lag. I'm telling you, it's working overtime. But let's get these blocks, and we'll put some of these colors up on the ceiling too. Also, we're going to put in some blocks above over here behind me. Let me show you here in just a second. Right up here, because I have to have a connection up here on the top for this, for the exporter. I need to do something a little bit different here. So let's grab one of these. Right, this is going to be kind of cool. Check this out. I think I can do this like this. If I do this just like so, if I put it like right. Oh wait, we want to do a single block or a single. Yeah, we want to do a single bit for this. So single bit. Boom, right? Now change it back to a plane and check this out. We can set up the space without causing any grief behind us. How cool is that? And then this one here can be a full block, so that's going to be like that. I'm not sure if I'm going to like that or not, but we'll give it a try. And then also we can come over here and do something like this. Yeah, we can do something like this and get all of this going. I'll probably do single bits on those too, so we'll just go kind of skip over those for a minute. And we're just going to go around the room and give it the whole red ceiling, gray floor thing, and that'll kind of match it up to the rest of the ship. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away here. I'm going to get all of this pieced in, and when I come back, hopefully that'll be just about finished up. I mean, it does have to go through 8,000 cobblestone, right? Yeah, it's got to go through 8,000 cobblestone and void a lot of it. It's getting to the point where it's gonna be able to start voiding cobblestone here real soon. But yeah, so hang on just a minute. Let me get some of this stuff squared away, and I'll be back, and we'll kind of wrap this thing up. Okay, folks, I think we're ready for the big reveal. So here it is. What do you think? I think I like it. I think it's going to work out well. So right now we've got 32 stacks of dirt. We've got 3 separate storage drawers full of cobblestone. We've got a bunch of gravel, sand, netherrack, andesite, diorite, granite, all that good stuff. So here's what we're going to do. In the future, in the comments, you guys are going to tell me what you think we should put in the rest of these storage drawers, right? What kinds of things should we put in there? Should we put in there diamonds? Probably, maybe, I don't know. Should we put in there podzol? Should we put in there wither dust? Stuff like that. Zombie flesh is probably a foregone conclusion. Ender pearls would be a good thing to keep in there. Stuff like that. So, let me know what you think down there in the comment section. The beautiful thing about this right now is as it's filling this thing up. So like cobblestone, right? We had 8,000, almost 9,000 cobblestone. Right now we're at a little less than 6,800. So we're gonna void a bunch. We're gonna void a bunch of cobblestone, right? Which is kind of good and kind of bad at the same time, but it's okay because we're going to get it all back from our void resource miner, and I can put some upgrades on here if I want to get more of that stuff and keep more of that stuff around. But what's really good about this is up here. So if we come up here to up to deck 7, which is where the computer storage is, that's going to free up a lot of space in a lot of these drives. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of these have gone from being red or orange, red or yellow, back to blue, which is cool. So that'll give us a really good idea of how much storage space we need for the computer and all that, and that'll help save us a lot of space. But sadly, folks, we are out of time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Likes and subscriptions help out oh so immensely when it comes to those pesky YouTube search results. Other thing that helps out a lot is comments, so make sure you come down here and leave your comments right down here in the section below, and we'll chat about it. Give me your tips, your tricks, your pointers, your attaboys, your what in the worlds were you thinking, all that good stuff, and we will talk about it in kind. But anyway, folks, thanks again for watching, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.